Hey guys, in today's live training video, we're here with Nick Sales, who is a professional videographer. He's been flying stabilized drones and the like for years. So what we're gonna see today is how well he can adapt to FPV droning coming from a stabilized droning background. So this is how I started as well. So I would definitely say there are benefits. So he has actually never flown an FPV drone. I told him not to touch a simulator, not to touch a controller, not to touch a drone, not even to look at one. So what we're gonna see today is me trying to bring him from knowing nothing about how to fly to actually being able to fly through some racing gates. And we're even gonna have a little competition where we do a little 1 versus 1 and see how many gates each person can get through in 2 minutes. So stick around till the end for that. But for now, we're gonna get everything ready and we're gonna have him take off his first FPV drone from knowing nothing, and then we'll show the progression to how I got him to actually flying through some FPV gates. So hopefully he's a quick learner and some of that DJI flying will come in handy.
All right, so we've got the remote. What if I just end up being like a prodigy that first try, I just nail it and you're completely floored?
I will eat my goggles.
These
are actually made out of cake.
Oh, okay, when you said I'll eat my goggles, I was thinking of like snorkeling goggles. All right.
These are called goggles.
All right, I'll accept that bet. If I'm a prodigy and just nail it first try, then you get to eat those goggles.
So that's how sure I am of how foreign FPV is to our body and our experience.
Oh man.
I will eat these goggles if he's a prodigy and he takes off and he's fine. I give him no more than 10 seconds in the air before he has to disarm or crashes.
I am absolutely terrified. Taking off in 3, 2, 1. Holy. I'm doing it. Oh, pitch it back.
Oh, disarm.
Oh, disarm. What happened? Oh my God. Where am I? Oh. Okay, stop the timer. How long did I keep it in the air? That was crazy. I feel like I had somewhat of control for the first 5 seconds, and then I just had no idea what was going on. It started rolling forward, so I tried to correct it to roll back, and then from there, it lost me.
Oh yeah, so basically you went up about 150 feet up in the air and you dropped straight down from there.
How did I go so high?
That's the thing. You have unbelievable control with this thing.
Oh my gosh, the potential. I feel like I'm so powerful.
Okay, so
I honestly felt like I was just like right above those soccer nets and I was just kind of like floating there, but I was in reality still just
Oh yeah, you were almost pointing straight up.
Because I still had the throttle going.
Yep. I'm glad that happened. So now I don't have to eat these goggles. So I don't think it even lasted more than what, 5 seconds, 6 seconds maybe? You were in the air for about 15 seconds. You were flying for about 6. You fell for a long time.
To beat my record.
Do you have a little more respect now?
I do.
For how insane this is.
I took off and at first I was like, it was kind of going up slowly and I was like, piece of cake, I got this.
It went bad real quick. So, and that was because, once again, it's those movements we're not used to. So what he did is he actually pitched forward. Then he started pitching back, and at that point, he didn't know where he was going. So at that point, also, it's disorienting. So if he's pitching back and he tries to turn or yaw or something, he's already pitched back, so now he's gonna be going like sideways diagonally. And then, of course, our natural instinct is to try and right ourselves by going forward or increasing throttle. Because you're used to like stabilized drones, your natural instinct is to like go up and have it right itself or whatever. So instead, he went up about 150 feet in the air, and at that point, it was a major security risk. So I disarmed the drone. I knew it was gonna fall in the grass. We didn't have people nearby or anything that would hurt. So I knew it would hit the grass. I knew it would just damage the drone, if any. Actually, let's see the drone real quick. Okay, so the drone sustained almost no damage. I actually can't see about anything. And it fell like this at 150 feet up. After a crash, you do want to pick your drone up, make sure you unplug it, spin the propellers, make sure the propellers are still on good, listen to the motors. They're not making any sound. You don't want them to make sound. You don't want them scraping together, things like that. Want to make sure your antenna's still on tight, your battery's on tight, all that good stuff. But yeah, we're looking good, and I'm glad I won that bet.
Let's do it again.
So go ahead and arm the drone. And then you're going to be taking off very slowly. So bring it only like 25% up the throttle and then pitch forward a little bit.
All right.
So go ahead and start. Very good. Go ahead and pitch forward a little bit. Okay, bring back on the pitch a little. So that will really control your speed. Pitch controls your speed more than throttle does in most circumstances. So you're doing pretty good. Throttle up, so you just about hit the ground there. So it's really hard to tell when you're facing things. You're actually drifting a little bit towards the trees. So go ahead and turn around. So yaw left, bring down the throttle, down the throttle, down the throttle.
Yeah, down to the throttle.
Yeah, bring it down.
It's still
Okay,
spinning.
bring it back up, bring it back up. Okay, bring it down, slowly, just slowly. Okay, you're coming down really quick, so bring up the throttle. Okay, are you turned back around towards us?
Nope, I'm turning now.
Okay, so bring down the throttle and pitch back a little bit. And bring up the throttle, bring up the throttle.
Oh.
Okay, so pitch back, now turn back around towards us. You're doing great.
I'm losing it.
That's okay, disarm, disarm.
I got so scared. I didn't know what direction I was facing anymore.
No, that was really,
I was
really
flying
good.
for like 30 seconds.
You were, that was incredible. That was really good. So you're a prodigy in your own right.
Wow, that
Okay,
was crazy.
I'm gonna bring her back. We're going to try and get you through one of the gates. So you're gonna wanna turn your body a little bit more to the left. So yep, that's good right there, because you wanna be facing kind of your drone. Another thing that people naturally do is they'll start dipping their head down because they're trying to look at the screen. So try and turn your head up a little. There we go, and you'll get better signal out of that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so once again, I'm gonna be watching here with these goggles here and helping him fly. So yeah, just take off real slow and just try to keep that hovering movement as you go through the gate. So that will help you accomplish it. We've lined him up with the gate, and yeah, let's take off here.
All right.
Oh.
I hit it!
You technically went through it. So for this one, and the last one, you went a little high on the throttle. So you just want to keep that throttle management a little bit lower. And one of the things we were telling Nick to do is to do a little bit of blips. So just give the throttle just a little bit of blips to keep up. Doesn't have to be like all or nothing. So just those little bit of blips will help control.
Okay.
So go ahead and arm, and just really nice takeoff. A little lower on the throttle. Oh, that's okay.
All right.
So just give a nice wide come around. So you're going kind of high and pretty far out. Just come back towards us. Yep, bring down the throttle a little bit. Pitch back a little. Okay, disarm. Good. You almost took us out. He's about 15 feet from us right now. You're doing really good. You're really smooth, but it just needs to be a little less throttle, a little less speed. There we go. There we go. Oh! Oh, so close. And okay, throttle up. There we go. Come back around towards us.
Nope, I'm
Oh,
losing it. In a tree. I'm stuck in the tree.
We lost it in the tree. Okay. Yeah, I think we can get out of this. Get that drone, Nick. Oh!
Whoa. Nice.
Well done, Nick.
Yeah. So I just flew an FPV drone for the first time. I flew it probably 4 or 5 times, ended up crashing into a tree, but we got it out. So now we're gonna move on to the next section of the video where we will be going on a 1v1 to see who can fly it through these gates and who can get through the most number of gates in 2 minutes. Jacob, go ahead and gear up and let's see how many gates you can fly through in 2 minutes.
Okay, here we go. Okay, start the timer.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. 32, 33, 34, and time.
34.
Ready?
We are ready, and go ahead and take off. Okay guys, so in that competition, I ended with 34 gates gone through in 2 minutes, and Nick made 3. So actually a really, really good effort and try for the first go, for literally starting an hour or two ago. Really, really impressive how fast he was able to pick it up. But it definitely does show you how important it is to get into practice on a simulator before you take off your drone. We definitely had some damage to this drone after multiple crashes, like the GoPro mount coming off, you know, bent props and a broken lens on the camera. So definitely we recommend getting in that simulator, getting that practice, because you can crash your virtual drone as many times as you want. I know that's good news for you, Nick. And you can really put in the time on there to start getting better at things like this. So yeah, that wraps up this live training. Thank you to Nick Sales for coming along. He's going to be going through more of our course, so hopefully we'll get an update soon on how much that has helped him develop his skills and his FPV flying. If you guys want to check him out, it's Nick Sales on YouTube, and you can see some of the work he's done, and hopefully we'll start seeing some FPV footage there soon. And as always, if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know, and have fun flying.